Donald Trump is threatening to block a nearly finished bridge between Windsor and Detroit. The U.S. president says the Gordie Howe International Bridge should not open unless Canada compensates the United States and shows more respect. The multi-billion-dollar project was fully funded by Canadian tax dollars. The bridge jointly owned between Canada and the state of Michigan. James Blanchard is both a former governor of Michigan and one-time ambassador of the United States to Canada. Jim, good to see you on the program. Thank you for making some time for us.
Well, good morning. I hate to have all of your citizens put up with this nonsense. This bridge is of a vital link between the U.S. and Canada and Michigan and Ontario. It's the lifeblood of the auto industry, agriculture, tourism. It employed thousands of building trades, men and women on both sides of the border. It will employ a lot of people. It's very important, and it's just foolish and ridiculous for Mr. Trump to try to hold it up. It's very sad. I'm sorry that your people have to put up with this nonsense, actually.
As you say, many American workers were involved in building this bridge, which is now nearly complete, and yet President Trump is saying none were, and that no American steel was involved, and there was American steel involved.
Yeah.
How does that message get out to people?
Well, the problem, what he's saying is not true. He's badly informed. In his first term, he had some staff around him that were well informed and tried to restrain him. Now, he's got a lot of crackpots working for him and telling him things that simply aren't true. The fact is, the bridge is complete. We've been planning a major celebration, ribbon cutting, for perhaps late March or early April. I've actually talked to the people at the Windsor-Detroit Bridge Authority and our governor, who is a strong supporter of this, as our previous governors are, about making sure we include as many people as possible in the celebration when we open this up. It's done. So it's ready to be opened. I don't know what to tell you other than I'm not surprised in one sense, because Mr. Trump likes to try to extort things from people, even when he says things that aren't true. All I can tell you is the business community in Michigan and the United States and labor groups, civic organizations, everyone supports this, wants to celebrate it. And it's really great that it's named after Gordie Howe, who played for the Red Wings for years, but really was from Saskatchewan. A great man, somebody I knew, actually. And so I think it'll get worked out. But as former Governor Chris Christie said about Mr. Trump, he does act like a petulant 12-year-old, and that's what we have here. It'll come to pass, but your government should not have to deal with this kind of nonsense, really. This is economically, first of all, this would be a dagger to the heart of Michigan's economy. You're not punishing Canada. Mm-hmm. This is Michigan. This is the Midwest.
Let me jump in on you there.
Indiana, Illinois.
Yeah, Ambassador, if I just want to jump in, just because you are talking about Michigan, there is this family, a family, billionaire family in Michigan that owns the Ambassador Bridge, which will become a competitor to this new bridge. Billionaire family makes lucrative tolls, makes revenue off of that bridge. They have long complained about this new bridge going in. They've long complained to President Trump. We don't know what the instigator, why the president is talking about this now. Is it possible it has something to do with that family?
Well, it certainly is. I would say this. What you said is accurate. And they've filed over 40 lawsuits, lost all of them. Their bridges, they've not maintained it very well. We need a new modern infrastructure. The Ambassador Bridge will still make money, just not as much, because we'll have a modern 1.5 mile, beautiful 6-lane infrastructure with bicycle paths and pedestrian paths. Are they behind this? They could very well be. In the previous administration, they gave a lot of money to Mr. Trump's inauguration. They may have well have done that this time. They certainly were able to lobby some of the Republicans in the legislature to hold up the bridge. It's true, but our Republican governor at the time, Rick Snyder, made sure this thing went forward by making an agreement with Canada and Ontario and with Prime Minister Harper. So it's a bit of bipartisan support. But it's true that the Maroon family has spent, I've worked on this 20 years. They spent all that time trying to hold this up for their own personal, private benefit. And they may have some influence here with the White House staff. Probably money has exchanged hands, That's what's going on in the corruption in the White House. So I wouldn't put it past them, but ultimately I think the public interest will prevail. And our Governor Whitmer is working on it as we speak, as our congressional delegation, Senator Slotkin and others. We're working on it, and we're working cooperatively with Canada. This bridge is going to be a towering symbol of our partnership with Canada, and we can't let anyone stand in the way of our progress for the future.
Ambassador, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.